Hey, it's Jill with cricflix, and I just did the videos on doing Branch, Poppy, and Viva from, I always forget the name of it, the Trolls. Anyway, they're all dry and ready, and what I'm gonna be doing now is assembling the three and doing the bases, and that will be the last of these. Then I will be following up with the crazy flowers and the cloud. And again, I'm going to be doing them all individually so that they don't get too lengthy. Yesterday I did film putting the one side on Viva, but she was wet with glitter, so I couldn't put the other, the other fringe. So I'm going to do that first hand. And that is on. She's all glittered and ready to go. So all I have to do is add this. Let's see if my glue gun's hot enough. And yep, it is a go. So, there we go. Again, this wasn't a perfect match, but I love it anyway. I think it looks awesome. Of course, my opinions are usually kind of biased, to say the least. I've really been enjoying lately the work that I've been doing because I haven't been so rushed. Sometimes I get where I don't have time to really do some of the ideas I have going on in my head. But lately, it's been consistent where even though they've been coming in, that the orders have been, I need it yesterday, having the kids only twice a week, the little ones, and not having to stop to run and pick up Mila from school, and my husband's been the primary caretaker while I work. But I try not to do too much during the day, only if I have to, which would be an issue of time. Alrighty, and let me grab my sticks here, and I'm going to do her first, but I glued her to the table. As you can see, when I was showing you in the other video where I was highlighting the dark areas with the gold inside her hair, and then I did the glossy, I did the glossy on her eyeballs because I didn't have too pink of the googlies, and I did the glossy in the nose and the teeth, and then I did glitter on her cape, and then I had used the liquid pearls to give that texture on her leggings and on her star. So let me see how this one stands. She stands on that foot straight up. Okay, we're good. So I'm going to put the peg a little bit longer on this, only because of the way that I'm going to do the base. I want her to have plenty of room to sit down a little lower. Because the way that you'll see when I do it, I'll explain it. I hate when I get hot glue on my nails that I just got done. Doesn't hurt them, but it's a mental anguish for me. I hate that. My nails grow so fast, I have to go way too often to get them done. And then if I mess them up, then I really am not happy. I keep thinking I have all the materials to do them myself, but I feel like everybody should have something that they do selfishly for themselves. And I feel like I work hard. I deserve a little downtime, and my downtime is getting my nails done. That's about it. I don't go in to get my hair done. I don't go in to get anything done. My nails is the extent of my pampering. I cannot handle unmanicured nails when I am really old school here, guys, really old school, because I cannot stand to watch somebody doing crafts or any kind of things where their hands are showing and their hands look like they've been through the war. You know, I see them polish where there's polish on half a nail on one, and just a massacre. And I won't do that when my hands are showing in my video. Fetish, you know, we all have fetishes. Mine is manicured. I don't care if you get your nails done, but manicured, clean, and groomed. And I don't think anybody cares about what I think of unkept hands. A lot of that came about when I moved to South America, because the women down there do not shorthand themselves on anything as far as anything. Fanciest women, I mean, the women are so beautiful and elegant, and I'm not talking of physical beauty, because I don't care what they look like. They just are so, take such good care. I remember when I lived down there, we had a few maids, sweetest people in the world, and every time it was their weekend to go out, it was just so much fun to watch them get all ready, doing their hair and their makeup and their outfits and stuff, and they just, some people aren't into that, and some of us are. And I picked it up from having lived down there, the respect that I have for the way they care for themselves. Plus, my husband is very appreciative, which helps. He doesn't let things go unnoticed. He got up this morning, and I had said to him yesterday, oh man, I want bacon and eggs and toast for breakfast. Very rarely eat it because my cholesterol is a little borderline high. But when I went to my training class the other night, my coach told me I needed to have more clean protein, which does not mean coming from the shakes and things. It's like meat, beef, chicken, fish, things like that. So eggs. So I decided to try and get my proteins, more proteins in eating the clean protein. So I had eggs and bacon. Bacon's not so clean, high in cholesterol, but so good. So normally I have a 30-gram protein gram yogurt made by Ratio in the morning, and an Activia. That's every morning, a ritual. And my protein shake with my coffee, it's actually a cafe latte with regular coffee in it that I absolutely love, and I did have that today. So in the morning, I kill and knock out half my protein, grams of protein for the day. But this morning, I didn't have my yogurts, which is a first. I will eat my Activia. Probiotics, I absolutely love. But I had eggs, and I loved it. They were so good. So I know that everybody was really interested in that, and I am telling you, again, I know I've mentioned this on other videos, I am going to start, and I might start that today actually, my introduction, Instagram, and not because I'm a professional and do not want to act like I'm a professional. I'm going to do it as an experienced elderly woman, things that I have learned through others, for whether it would be exercising, doing your hair, how to handle thinning hair as you get older, products that I take and use that I swear by, and different things that I do. I want to start a Instagram for women over, I'll say over 50, because that's pretty much what I consistently see, even though the women may be over that. Because over 70, I don't know if it would hit as many people as it would over 50. But things that I have learned, I use a thing called Ipsy, which I think I've told about before, where you get every month. They're not sample size, they're full size, but they're product for you to try. And I know that the manufacturers, it's to their benefit, because there's certain things that I've tried through Ipsy that I absolutely love, and then I will buy. And I think that's their whole gimmick with it. But I get to try all sorts of things. So I think, you know what? I've tried enough stuff where I could actually go and give my feedback as to whether I think they're worth the time and money. Because some of the things I found are just ungodly expensive and they don't do anything. They're really not worth the money. One of the best things that I've ever found, and one of the cheapest for skincare, I researched it, and it went all the way back to the Egyptians used as a medicinal purpose. They used it a lot, and that is castor oil. And I use castor oil daily with my body creams. And the difference it has made on my skin that has been so damaged from worshiping the sun for most of my life, and having that super dry, crappy skin. This castor oil mixed with my, they have one that's, I think it's made by Jergens, and it's called Wet. Something Wet. It's a cream. It's really greasy. My husband always says, oh, you got that greasy stuff on. He'll rub my legs. He said, oh, you got that greasy. And it is really greasy. So I try to limit when I use it, whether it be in the morning or the night, because it doesn't soak in really fast. But I never have dry skin anymore. Stuff is phenomenal. And it's like, I don't know, 10, 12 bucks for a big bottle of it. Have to get 100% pure castor oil. It cannot have any additives, nothing in it, just pure castor oil. And it says mix a few drops with your lotion. I don't. I mix a lot of it with it. And my husband uses it on sores that he might get. He's bald, so if he's out in the sun, he'll get, if he's out working on something, actually, not even in the sun, he is forever bumping his head and getting knots all over it and cuts and whatever. But even dry spots, moles, or anything, he uses the castor oil on it, and he swears by it as well. He uses just the straight up castor oil, puts it right on there. And like I said, it's one of the cheapest products out there. You don't have to buy a real expensive lotion to mix it with. I use Jergens, or I have bought expensive, and I have bought cheap. And with the castor oil, cheap is perfectly fine. There we go. I'm off into what I said I was going to do on Instagram. And this is not Instagram. This is, I'm just giving everybody heads up, because I know that there are some women that might be in my age bracket or over 50 that might be interested. When I get it going, I'll send you what my Instagram information. I would love some of you to follow me there. It would be awesome, because I already have a base that of really good loyal people here, and I would love to have you follow me. But anyway, I might start that today. I will give you a heads up when I get there. Okay. And guys, yes, I'm going to have more time, because Mila starts school, kindergarten, in the fall. So I will have only 2 days a week where I have my 2 little kids. Otherwise, I'm going to be free. So I'm going to have time. Also on the cricflix side, I've been collecting files, staying away from the licensed things, and trying to do something more unique. I would love to really encourage folks to try and do something that's different and nobody else has done, because there's certain things everybody does. You know, like any of the Disney, Mickey, the princesses, Rugrats. Trolls hasn't been huge, but they're things that everybody's familiar with. I have got some of the most amazing clip art, for instance, of trolls, but they're more of the I don't know what I would call them, because trolls aren't real, but they're not so whimsical. They're so cool. But I have all of this stuff that I'm going to start putting together, packages like of all sorts of different themes, using these new images that are not licensed characters or ones that are used all the time. So they're going to be very unique. So if people want to do parties with something totally different that no one's ever done and they've never seen before, that's what I'm aiming to do, because I'm hoping to get people out of the I know kids really like, I say, well, my daughter loves this. I have my grandkids over here all the time, and they're always looking at what I'm making. And Mila in particular, every single time I make something, it doesn't matter if she's ever seen it before or not, she loves it and wants it for her birthday. For her birthday, I decided we're going to have one of everything, because she loves it all. Little ones, really, when it gets right down to it, they don't care. I have some super cute little girl. Anyway, I won't even get into how many of the different things that I have. I'm going to start putting packages together so that people who have last minute, or people that really want to step outside their comfort zone and get something that nobody else is going to have. Because I'm telling you, if you walk into a party, just think of yourself walking into a party and seeing something you've never seen before. It leaves a lasting impression. People can do a Disney party and have it look spectacular, and I love them. I'm not saying that I would not do those, and I still love them, because Disney, I'm a Disney freak in and out. However, I really want to get something out there that nobody else does, because ever since I started doing my videos, which has been about 10 plus years, when I look at things, I see my stuff again and again and again. And somebody said, well, you should have never done videos on it. Well, you know, I don't feel like that. I have no problem with sharing and people going out and doing what they love. But I need now to try and branch out to something a little different for my own. I mean, I've been doing the same thing for quite some time, and I'm going to risk it and branch out to a different line. And then I'm going to, once I do that, I want to open an Amazon and eBay and just really expand my horizon. I would do it on my own. I have been trying forever, or had been trying forever, to get my niece, who is a computer whiz. I mean, this is what she does for a living, building websites and things like that. I wanted her to do me a shop, my own. However, that is always the last on anybody's agenda because of time. I've had a few people that say, oh, I'll do it, you know, and it's yet to be done. I need something that keeps track of all my breakdowns for tax purposes. So that is why I stick with Etsy, is because I don't have to worry about it. They do charge a fee, and I might not like the fee. You know, I think some of their fees are a little bit out of line. Some of the things that they ask you to do, like free shipping, is not going to happen. Shipping is outrageous now, and if I start offering free shipping, I'm going to be doing my work for free, because I don't get out of it what I put into it. And if I offer free shipping, it's going to get worse. But I don't switch, because at the end of the year, they have my 1099, everything that I need that I give to my accountant, and I don't have to worry about it. So that is the type of business that I want to do. I don't have the time, and anymore at my age, I don't even think I have the know-how to do all that book work. I just don't. I have enough on my plate, guys. I don't want to claim to be stupid, but I really don't have the time. I don't. Okay. You already saw me put him all together with his eucalyptus vest that I absolutely love. I was going to do it before on him because this isn't the first time I've done branch. But when I looked at the leaves, they were way too big, and it never dawned on me to cut them, which I have no idea why yesterday all of a sudden the bells went off and said, well, just cut them. Just cut them and make them the right size. I love him. He is so cute with that vest on. Just letting you watch me put them together before I show you what I did on the stands. Sometimes when I go out, I'm trying to think how I even ended up with these things I did, because I very rarely go out, and I almost never go shopping for crafts unless it's something that I go through, like glitters, which I usually do online. But normally I do not go out shopping for anything for my business, because I have so much stuff that I can start using my head and just put to use what I have. There he is. Oh, and see the way that I did his nose, it's glossy, and so it kind of, I don't know, I like the way it gives a little bit more definition to the nose. And last but not least, we have Puppy. We'll put her together, and then, you know what, my husband will shoot me, but I think that's bigger than 2 feet. Woohoo! Way bigger than 2 feet. Uh-oh. Husband's not going to be happy. Well, that's okay. There's a whole bunch more that go with this order. It's going to require a big box. Okay, she's pretty tall. Sometimes that happens when I piece them together. I just get them a little too tall. So, I'll start with my peg. Again, I'm putting the peg a little bit longer, only because of the base. And the next order I'm going to be working on is going to be a party for a Cadillac. It's not until October, but I'm doing a couple sample pieces, and I'm going to do them again with the skyline and the lights, and their colors are going to be red, black, and silver or white. I'm not real sure. And the theme again is Cadillac. That will be the next project once I finish my trolls. These might not have the hair, but I always try and do something different on all of them. That pink foffer is not super easy to find, and that's why a lot of times I tell people that when they see something on my website and they want it, if there's something specific about what the image you're looking at that they have to have, like a type of a base or something that they want exactly like that, they're going to have to ask me first, because understanding that when things go out of stock, like I used to use these wood bases that I absolutely loved that I got from Michael's, and they've been out of stock for, I don't even think they're going to carry them anymore. I haven't checked them in a while. But they don't have them. That was when my husband started making them. But, you know, if somebody asked for those, I couldn't help them. I couldn't do them because they don't have them. This is the one nice thing about my husband making them, because he never runs out. And due to the fact that he makes accent tables, he always has wood. Right now, he just made a real estate sign for my daughter. And it's kind of like the A ones that they stand up, like I envision them in New York on the streets, somebody walking around either with it hanging on them or standing signs with menus and things like that on it. But he made one for her real estate that came out absolutely beautiful. Then he made small signs to hang on the corner saying, okay, the house is for sale. And then it's got all my daughter's business card information on it. And now he's making me a sign because she has a accepted offer. So she wants me to make all these different signs she can change, like for sale, accepted offer, sold, different things, kind of letting people know an accepted offer means people can still look at it, because if something falls through on that accepted offer, they can be in line for the next. But once they say sold or closing, or I don't know what all she wants, but the one I have to do today is accepted offers. And I make my stencils on my silhouette, and then I kind of do the technique of stencil with the hard bristle brush to paint it. The signs are dark and the lettering is white. But the first day she put the sign up last week, her husband said he didn't know if he was liking that because it was so different and so unique and fancy that he didn't think people would realize it was a real estate sign. And so she called us and she was talking to my husband saying, you know, maybe the next one, because she needs various, she gets more than one house at a time she's working on. So she needs more signs. And so she was trying to say, well, can we make it a little bit not so blah, 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 blah. And he didn't agree with what she was saying, that he said that was too fancy. And I said I didn't agree with it either. I thought it was very classy and made her look like a very classy realtor, because her sign was beautiful. And she hung up and called back not 10 minutes later, and she was laughing. And she said right after she hung up with us, she got a phone call that somebody was walking in the neighborhood and saw the sign and called her and wanted more information. So she called them back and gave them the information, and then showed them the house the other day, and they put an offer on it. So she's got an accepted offer. I said, do you really want to change your sign? I wanted to post them because I would love my husband. That would be a great market for him to making these signs. But my daughter doesn't want me to post it because she wants to be the only one with that sign. I said, I get it, but people are going to see it, and they don't have to study it. They can take a picture of it and see it and make it themselves, or have somebody make it, I should say, like my husband. But she doesn't want anybody else to have it. She wants to be unique. So I said, well, that's kind of unfair, you know, because that's his business. So you're asking him to make you something that he can't move forward as one of his projects that he does. But I understand her reasoning. I'm kind of like that with my cricflix. I've shared so much information that I have more Etsy shops out there now. And I'm going to tell you, I know that came from my videos, because this stuff, there's no way two people thought of this exact same thing. And my husband said I shouldn't be showing that stuff. Probably shouldn't be showing any of this because it shoot me in the foot. But okay, so I got these. I don't know where I got them. I have them in a Target bag, but I didn't get them at Target. I believe I got them at, I'm going to say Michael's, but I could be wrong. They're plastic backing grid with these flowers on them. And what I did is cut off chunks that I'm going to use on my base. This is for the two girls. And then for Branch, I am doing the greenery. Again, it's got the plastic grid on the back with all of these on here. And they're super easy to cut and fit. Let me do one of Poppy's first. So what I did is I cut the grid out a little bit smaller than the base of the wood. Here's the trick. There's a hole here. So what I'm going to do when I put this on, I want to make sure I do not glue this over the hole. So when I put it on, I'm going to slip it on there where it fits best. And let me look around. I think I want to turn this direction and right to O. And then I'm going to go through. I know where I want it glued. So I'm going to go through and put hot glue all over the base. And I'm holding this up where I had it stuck in because I want to make sure it goes in the same part of the grid because it needs to fit on the base without overhanging on the sides. So there's the first base. I think is very cute. And the stick. Now what you're going to have to do when you go to put them in is you're going to have to open up the flowers and always aim for the center. And you're going to see, I'm not going to have a peg in there, but you'll see the hole. And when you, woo-wee! When you see the hole, you're going to take your piece and put her down in the hole. Now, you know what I did wrong, guys? Doggone it. She's supposed to be on a big base because she's 2 feet. So I'm going to have to use this on a different one. And I got to find a big base or she'll tip over. I cannot believe I did that. Yeah, I can believe it. I can believe it. So we're going to switch that out. And I'm going to have to recut all of these. But I can use the small ones anyway. And my poor legs, guys, are killing me. When I got up in the middle of the night, I can hardly even walk. I had my workout on Thursday. They had me doing squats with one leg up on a lift. I can't think of what they're called, but you had to squat and with my one leg up on the lift and then lift from my squat using one leg. I'm on day 2 where walking has been extremely painful, extremely. And I still have my issue with my tendonitis in my Achilles heel. So when I wake up in the morning, I look like I ought to be in a wheelchair. My husband always is making fun and saying, I'm glad you're working out. Because I can't even walk. They hurt. But it's a good pain. I feel like it's muscle pain. Not my ankle. My Achilles heel. The coach told me how to exercise it in the morning. And depending on the day, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I have to walk down the stairs sideways. Once I get up and get moving around, it's fine. But my legs are not. They still hurt, even moving around. I like that, guys. You'll have to let me know what you think. Please leave a comment about what you think of the base. I think that's adorable. In person, you can't see that good on the film. But, oh, I really like that. Super cute. I like her. I like these. Okay, now we're going to do the base. And I'm going to have to pause you guys because I'm going to have to go get another base. And I need to get the big ones. So I will be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I went and got 2 bigger ones. Now, I need to do the greenery for him. And I need to find the one that's already cut. Okay, we're going to do right here. Whew. It's raining again, and the gloom is depressing, but our flowers have never looked so good. The rain has been great for that. We've had so much rain. I do go on, guys. Is there a topic I don't hit? Okay. Okay, I think that's good enough. let's do, oh, I think I used that peg on the last one. And I did. Do I have one peg left? Let me have one. Yep, I see one, I see one, I see one, but I think it's short. It might not work. Too short. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I can make this work. Well, at least to get, oh, she's already got the peg on them. I don't care what the length height is. I want it right there. Okay. I can see through this one, so I can see where I need to set it down. I just put glue all over it because some of it will catch the actual florals on it. And I said I could see where to set it down. Now I can't see it. There we go. I just think that really adds something to the base. I love it. Then I'm going to take this peg out. And again, you have to look for the hole when you go to put the die in. But you're always going to start in the middle because the hole's always going to be in the middle. And see, that was the reason I made the peg a little longer, because I don't want to shove him all the way down into the greenery. There we go. Now we're going to do her, Viva. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Viva. If it is Viva, just tell me. I could have looked it up again. I already looked it up once. And my memory isn't always sharp. So I'm going to leave these like this for another time, since I already have them all cut up. And I need, okay, I don't need this. I already cut that off. And I do need this. This is what I need. Okay, let me get her base. I love her. She's so cute. I love all of them. I love doing these. Let me see. I'm going to cut it right here. This cut's really easy. You don't have to have any wire cutter type scissors or anything. Just plain old skizzers. Okay. Now we're going to do this. Oh, that one went through super easy. So the grids are pretty big, so you can probably get it on there pretty easy. I just started out the way I did because I just don't want to mess it up. And when you're pushing these down on the glue, there's prongs sticking out from the plastic. They don't show, but you can sure feel them. So when you're pushing down on it, you got to be careful. If you can even find this stuff anymore. I don't know where I got it. I need to find more though, because I really, really like it. And there's a lot of pieces it would go with. Now her peg is a little too long, so I'm going to clip her off a little. Whoop. Come on. There we go. Number 3. I will take some pictures of these. What I will do on the 3 videos, 4 actually, this was the 4th video because I did one separate of Poppy Branch and Viva, and then this one. On those 4 videos, on the end, they will have the same pictures because I want to put, maybe, we'll see how I'm going to do that. They might all have all the pictures on them, or they might just have various close-ups and whatnot of each of the separate character. But I will get that done and hopefully get those uploaded today, which is Saturday. We'll find out how soon that happens. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend. And I'm getting better at finding my camera, folks. I've been practicing. Bye-bye.